Well, I already got okay on there. Welcome. Ah, good. Okay. Um, let's see. Well, it's nearly next year. Hang on. Okay. Ugh, how we all doing? No, it's been yeah, maybe a good year, maybe a bad year for you. Hope it's next year will be hopefully better, or at least, you know, if you like the same, maybe it'll be the same, you know. Yeah. I don't know. This year's been. I mean, I'll go over it, you know, later on, but as we go on. But I think it treated me fair, but also is like just personally, you know, at least goal wise, it's like I definitely could have done way better goal wise to actually do everything I wanted to. Ugh. Oh well. Hopefully you guys are doing good. So welcome. Let's see. What? Okay. Yeah. But yeah, before we get too far into it, I do need to do something. So we'll set that up once we get in there. But yeah, I'm excited. This will be, if all my goals align, then that should be a very, don't want to say profitable, but I can't think of any other word. It's like bountiful. It'd be a good year if I do all my goals. Don't loop. Other loud music. Jeez. Okay. Okay. I know. I'll swap over to Ashley. Me. There we go. All right. It's always something. But welcome. Happy almost the new year. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing all right. Yeah. Let's see. Before we get onto all of this, I'm going to ask for you guys for a little cooperation. I have this one. I have a survey. I don't know if this shows anything. Yeah, that's cut off. Okay. I have a survey, so I will send this to you guys. Let's see, send. And I'm electing to not collect your emails. So do a link, shorten URL, copy, go to live stream, and paste. Welcome, Slipper. Welcome, Over the Horizon. Welcome, Sasha. Beep. This is the form, or I guess the survey. It's a Google form, but I made it into a survey. I'm gonna try and pin myself. Apparently I can't click on it. Why can't I click it? I want to make this. I want to make my post a pin, pin comment, please. Welcome, Judd. Why not? I can click on anyone else's. That's weird. Huh. Is that a thing that they just run away with? Jeez. Nope, I can pin your message. I literally don't have a button next to... What? Excuse me? What? Everyone... what? Hang on, what? Moderation activity. Oh, okay. Now I can. Okay. Boop. This has been... There we go. Okay, that's better. So, in this survey that I've now pinned in the messaging, you'll see this. Obviously, it'll look like the preview version. Preview? Look like this. Let's see. So, you can say how excited you are. A couple different questions here. There's only like 10 or 12 questions, so that's about it, really. It just kind of goes to the end. So, it's really not too many here. Should only take you like less than 5 minutes if you're able to just read it. So, but yeah, take some time. Go ahead and click that link in whatever browser of choice, I guess you got. But yeah, so I'm doing this survey. I've done this last year when I introduced gaming into the stream activities. So I was just really scared that I was going to start doing gaming, video game content, and it's like, well, are you guys actually going to be interested? Like, if I just went off and, you know, played a whole game, would you guys be interested enough with, you know, with my arguably very niche, you know, content people? So it's like, well, let me just make sure. As while I'm at it, I might as well make sure that, you know, everything else here that I'm asking is also good. So, it's just a little, just make sure that I'm happy. Make sure that, you know, I'm doing good, you know, and I'll read, you know, I'll have this open, I guess, for maybe a couple weeks or so, and then we'll see, and then I'll figure out like if there's any surprises, you know, I'll try and address them. Like, oh, I didn't know that you guys were, you know, like in thumbnails versus titles, or that it's me or something. I'll be like, oh, okay. But yeah, this will be pretty interesting to see what you're. Now that I've done this, you know, the second time, I know what kind of questions I'm more interested in. So, try to make this a little better. See any mistakes or any kind of questions, let me know, and then yeah, I'll be able to try and help you. But yeah, welcome, Mike. Thank you. What gen? Ooh, Gen 4 Derpy. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I guess you could put whatever pony possible. I guess, yeah. That is true. Now we got 5. Always forget about 5 because I haven't really watched it. I haven't watched it in like since Misty appeared. Like, I didn't even get to her reforming, or if that's even a spoiler for me. So, but yeah. Welcome, Cookie. I guess I can say hello. Happy almost New Year's. Ha ha ha. It'll be the closest before it. So, but yeah, I got this pinned comment. Everyone else is interested. You can click the comment with the form link, and then you can fill out this 12 or so question survey, and then I'll see what I can do for next year. So, let's see. Hello, Magic Pink Horse. Great name. Thank you. And hello. And yeah, you can fill this out. Should only take like less than 5 minutes or so. The questions are mostly just all multiple choice with some fill in your question and answer text. So, you name best pony. It's not like I'm trying to be biased or anything by putting a little picture at the end, but yeah, that's a little surprise for you. I'll see if anyone finished this. Did anyone finish it yet, or is it just... I'm accepting responses. That's on. Responses 0. So I wonder if no one's finished it yet. That's fine. You can take your time. But yeah, while that's going on, I will be working on this New Year's Toon Boom animation. Let's see. Censorship count as best pony? I would say yes, because I mean that always gets complicated. Because if we go by chronological time, the first time we see her is a pony. But of course, she had a whole backstory. So I would say that she would be a pony if I think right. So yeah, I would accept that, sure. Guess it could just be whatever best character, I guess, if we wanted to expand it to that as well. Yeah. For the Mario Odyssey streams, your heart is in the way this year. I'm honestly not sure. I feel like they were early spring. Like it might have been around when the Mario movie came out. And I was like, ooh, I can go on this hype train. I think so. And Mario movie came out this year. That's just weird to think about now. And I was like, it's this year. This year has been huge, but also so quick. Like we're already at the end. Oh man, there's so many things that I was waiting for, and then that happened, and then it's like, well, that's over now. It's like, whoa, we're at the end now. I guess you could pull up the live stream playlist and then see about where everything was, I guess. So yeah, I guess as a refresher, we did the gaming wise, we did Mario Odyssey, and now we started the Paper Mario series. I think I did some random ones in between. Getting mixed up because I played Zelda at my lunch break the whole time, so I don't know. Did I do any Splatoon or anything else? I think it might have just been Mario and Paper Mario. I'm trying to think. Those are the larger series, at least, that we finished there. Huh. I wonder if I can go check my live stream. Analytics. That'll show all of my playlists. Let's see. Yeah, I did the Mario Odyssey in May. Oh, Passport 2. That's what we did. That was a Steam game, but I guess that's gaming as well. That had interactiveness. We also did the Sunny's Dream. So I did my own video game. I didn't do a let's play of it, but at least I made my own video game. So I think that was a big accomplishment this year. To be able to ship out a game. Looking through it all. I think I played Animal Crossing one time. I apparently played Katamari Damacy. Rerolled. I think I just played a demo of Katamari on stream. And then I played Mario Odyssey with my mom. Let's see. Passport 2. I think the rest of it was animation and then some color splash in the last November or so. So yeah. Yeah, let's see. Welcome, vlogger. Let's see. Doing good. You can click the pinned comment up there to look at a Google form with a 12 or so question questionnaire survey. If you can fill that out, that'd be great. Meanwhile, I'm gonna check to see where is it then. This one. Oh, got 2 responses. Thank you so much. Awesome. I'm not collecting your emails, so I won't know who's doing what. Okay. Well, awesome. Thank you, guys. Okay. See you later, Jed, for a while or so. Let's get into this now. But yeah, I'll still be accepting those server questions for the next week or so. Obviously, if it stops after like a couple days or something, then it's like, yeah, okay. But yeah, hopefully I'm doing okay with the streams. I'll definitely take it to relative heart, you know. If you guys are just trolling or just putting everything on ones and lows, then it's like, okay, well, all right. Yeah, then, you know, can't win them all. That's okay. Oh my god, look at my keyframes. Let's see. So what I want to do is I'm going to take my 4th of July video I made this year, and I'm going to repurpose it into a New Year's video, just because I'm going to start with this as a base, basically. because frankly I don't have time to do a full new thing or do a whole new animation. Right now I'm working on like 2 other big projects at the same time. Working on a commission and working on Midnight Mirrors. Midnight Mirrors was like, hey, I know it's Wednesday, but can you finish like little section, you know, of the pilot, you know, just get like a whole section done in less than half a week or so. Thanks. Okay, thanks. Bye. So, yeah. So I've been busy with that, and as soon as I'm done with this stream and finish this video with this one, I'm gonna go back to Midnight Mirrors and just crank away on that to finish it. So that's why I'm not gonna do a full thing on this. I'm just gonna repurpose it into a nicer little video here. Kind of take what I have here. It's pretty cute, and I think it's only like a half a year old, so if you guys don't even remember this one. But to kind of show like what, you know, what a repurposed animation process is like. So in case you guys do anything like this too, and it's like, well, I want this to be the same sort of cartoon, but I just want to change a couple things. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna say that that's okay, you know. That's gonna happen sometimes where it's like, oh geez, I'm in a sticky situation. Is like I want to finish things, but it's also like I gotta get this done. It's like I'm just gonna go ahead and change some stuff and say like, of course I would want to do something bigger, but it's like I already sacrificed my Christmas video to be way smaller. On my Patreon post, I like explained how like I had like larger visions and like had these more crazy stuff going, gadgets going on, and it's like, oh yeah, this will be great. And then as the time went by, I was like, oh no, I don't have time to be able to actually implement it. But it was also good that I foresaw that. I was like, oh no, I can't do this logistically within time, so I quickly rewrote it or like came up with a new idea, and then it was like, this is easier, and then then did that. So so yeah, let's see. So I think what I want to do is change this. Let's see what the background is. I'm just gonna recalibrate what I know here. So I think I want to change it so it'll be all of these guys in a far away like this kind of a shot. It's basically flip them towards us and then change the background so it's more like the city and then this guy. And then the fireworks kind of go off from there. So it is a little bit of a change, but at least I'm going to start with some groundwork here before having to make all these characters, you know, at the same time. So he's always off. Hang on here. I can fix it. Oh yeah, they were all derpies at one point. So this is my puppet, and so I just changed from her side view. I didn't need a side view, but I needed to recolor her. So how does this recolor work? Oh yeah, so I had this, I'm recalibrating what I even have. So I have this color override that changes all of our derpy colors into a new color. And so I did that for each of them. So that's why that's changed. Let's see. I see, I just need to figure this out for 1 sec here. So I think I want to, because I can't get rid of this, I can at least maybe get rid of the ponies in here. And then use the other ones. Use the animation of the other guys, I think. I think that might work. Let's see. How was my Xmas? My Xmas was actually really nice. It was nice and cozy. I mean, I got everything I wanted because I literally just sent my grandparent a Amazon wish list, and they were like, "Oh, okay, do," and then ordered everything off it. And I was like, "Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. I got what I wanted." I guess most the functional thing I got is a new drawing glove. So obviously you can't see it, but I got a very less crusty, less sweat on it glove. So when you see me on some live videos, I have like this 2-finger black glove. That is what I got is a Wacom drawing glove. I actually got a Huion, Huion drawing glove because it's like, I'm sure it'll work. I mean, there's no way that the screens are incompatible with each other. So like, I'll just go ahead and get the Huion one because that seemed to be actually like a name brand. I really actually hate Amazon. So I was like, I don't want to play with them. That's whatever. I just always never liked a lot of the systems that were just really broken, or at least it would show you stuff that's like, I really don't want that. Can you show me something else, or like have it be? I could just delete this because I got all of that. Whoopsie. That would show you stuff that you aren't looking for, and it's like, geez, what are you doing? Just go away. User interface and like user experience on Amazon I hate, so I never buy anything on Amazon. Never really buy things in general. But if I had to buy something, I would not buy it on Amazon. Anyway, I'm moving those keyframes to second shot, and now got them there, and now I can animate like that. So, repurpose is going to be the word of the day. And hopefully, let's see, that should be right. It is in a folder somehow. Let's see. It's fun looking at the history of like what I bought on Amazon, because it's like, you bought Pokemon Sun in 2018 or something. I was like, oh, cool, okay. Is that literally the last order bought from Amazon I did? It's like, oh, yep, that's right. Do I have my... I'll turn this on. And my YouTube overlay to see where I can put things. And it's not some sort of like, oh, anti-capitalist or anything like that. It's just like, I just hate the website. Just like browsing and using it. There's no like return to top or like having to search things. It's just like not fun. That's the whole point of buying things, is to feel like you're accomplishing something or like having fun with it. It's like, oh, I can spend my money and it'll be a joyful experience, and not be like, I'm frustrated, I hate everything that's going on, why are you doing this? Can I click on this button? No. Does this come in red? I don't know. You can't trust any of the reviews because they go be bots, and it's like, no. So anyway, yeah, so that's my grandma gave me some stuff. So I got the glove, I got a bunch of Hello Kitty stuff. My favorite Hello Kitty character is Cinnamon Roll. Cinnamon Roll is the cutest. Love Cinnamon Roll. So this is weird because I made Misty kind of like off to the side last time, where it's like she wasn't really part of the group, but I guess now she's kind of just in with all of them. So I was like, okay, I can make her kind of more happy, I guess. I can go in and go my eyebrows here. See if these are animated in some way. Let's see. Got my eyebrow. This is fun because every puppet's going to be different, but because I kind of sort of rigged Minimare's puppets in a way, I now kind of know where everything is. See, I got some keyframes here for the blink. Also looks like something's moving it downward. Look at the camera. Looks like I got some fake camera movements. Let's get rid of them for now. Some Hello Kitty stuff. I wanted an umbrella. Oh, this is fun. Amazon said at the time when I was just ordering, putting everything on the wish list, it was like, your umbrella color is available. I was like, cool, okay, that's the one I want. And then when my grandma was like, let's get to order everything, she was like, that color is not available. I was like, what do you mean? And so she got another color, or I suggested like, okay, well, if that doesn't work, let's just get another color. And then we just got that. But then my mom was like, oh, okay, well, I'll go and get it anyway somehow and also order it. So now I have 2 umbrellas. And it's like, why did the first one didn't work? I don't know. But how did the second one work? How did the original one I wanted did work? That's more interesting. So, yeah. Welcome to Tilt. I don't even know what I'm ranting about anymore. Background. Oh, that's pretty simple. Okay, but it might be all in here. Let's see. So I think I'm gonna remove the water and turn this into the Maritime Bay. So I had some extra fireworks. So I don't need boat pony, don't need boat flag. Sand. Water, no. And this guy. Okay. So I do want the fireworks. So I guess at some point I can see that that works. I don't know if this makes any sense because like I wanted it to be like this, but also it's like I'm not sure if this makes sense if like if a firework comes from behind a house or something. If I make a house here, if the firework comes from behind it, how are they seeing it? Maybe we just don't have them react at that time when there's actually one behind them. Does any guy have some implosions or something of other fireworks? Actually, not sure what this one's doing. Probably have a display for display 1. Yeah. It's almost like I got 2 fireworks somehow. Almost like I just doubled it up, and I'm not sure why. That's probably I got rid of that cord. Huh. Okay then. So instead I'll have to retime this. This is what I mean. I'm having to, even though I'm building it off something I've already made half a year ago now, it's like, well, I want to change this enough, then it's like I'll have to change this a lot now. Okay. So let's change the sand, which also has a color override, which a little interesting. I think I'll bring this down maybe. Especially squeeze that in. And then instead of water, get rid of that. And replace it with Maritime Bay. Plug that in. Give it a peg. Let's see, I got the umbrella. What else I get? I don't even know. I got my wish list. I can pull that up. Oh, I got some stuff in my car. I was like, I wanna, you know, customize my car. It'll be cool. So I got this cinnamon roll seat, comfy, cozy. It goes over your seatbelt, and it just has a cinnamon head. Got a Hatsune Miku license plate cover frame. And Zoo Pals, which are these plates that are like shaped like animal heads. So I'm sure my grandma was like, "You're 28, right?" And all this stuff is like Hello Kitty and toys. And it's like, what? How do I? How do I ask my grandma for toys that aren't toys? You know. uh. So. Yeah. Where do you guys get all those figures and toy stuff for yourself, right? I mean, you guys gotta. I'm looking at pictures. You guys gotta have stuff too. Okay. Let's see. Did you get a novelty horn? Oh, not you meant like a unicorn horn. But actually, are you saying like a beep beep kind of horn? That'd be great. Oh man, I'm sure those anime weebs have some interesting sound clips you can use for that. Oh my god. There's a horn sound. Jeez. Toon current Toon alicorn. I mean that's cute. I mean, come on. I don't care who you are. So I got different color palettes. I got my 4th of July music video, Derpy, Sunny, and Sparky. So this would have my old dates colors. So let's add a new color. Actually, let's just get a sketching first. Let's see. Using the Toon Boom grid wizard thing, I guess. We have a building that kind of goes down. You have like a tree in the middle. We're just gonna slide out further, and then another. It could just be 2, just to get this rolling here. So that's not perpendicular, and there'd be some sort of thing there, then a tree. Remember this, and then some sort of door, like some sort of thing there. Some sort of window. Just some extra details, I guess, here. Something like that. And then squish this in. Ooh. And of course it gets to be behind everything, so I use my peg. And then shift it in Z-axis until it goes behind everything. Pulling it through space. And so that can work. Obviously this is just a sketch for now, but it should tell me roughly the size that I would need it. And let's get a tall violety. So I could fill this in, but let's see. Maybe some holes in the geometry, I guess. So I will just go ahead and quickly bubble wrap this. Fill that in there. Okay. So now I got some buildings. I'm gonna go back to my sand and see if I can do anything else. Can I do anything else with this? Let's see what layer it's on. I think I want to move. Move some of these around here. It would appear that there's some extra details that I don't see that are on there somehow. Let's see. How is that dot there? Ah, there's shadows. Okay. So I guess I can move these around, go to the right sub layer. Once I get this done, I'll explain that I want to do something else as well for this video. So what I want to do is have the firework. It's only exposed for 1 frame. Looks like there's a jump there before it cuts. That's interesting. And it might be because of my camera having a keyframe here. Just guessed. So I can have this kind of be twice as long. So I can have one that's like an implied firework where you don't see it, but you just see all the characters being lit up with firework color. It'll just be like this pew kind of thing. Like on top, so that'll be like an After Effects thing. I'll figure that out. And then there'll be another firework in the back that'll actually shoot off. You can actually see it, and then I want this one to actually have. I wanted to say some text. I'm wondering if I have enough room, so I might have to make this smaller to leave room for my text now. So let's do that. Oops. That's the way my rule of thirds, I guess. That kind of works out. Cool. Okay. So I want to go back to my... Probably should take out my fireworks shot 2. I have some fireworks in here. I think I want to take all my fireworks out. I'm just going to cut them and then place them out here. And then make a new group and call these fireworks. Fireworks group. And then place them in here. I can go in the middle of here, grab this waypoint, just so it's nice and clean here. Backdrop. Give this color for fun. And I got all this mess. So, I think this wasn't connected. I think we need to just delete. Yes, because it's the wrong color. Okay, and so this should correlate to the one you see there. Cool. Okay. Whew. Okay, so now I need actually a new firework that says Happy New Year. And then Probably won't work on one layer, but we'll see. I can kind of maybe copy some of these frames as it goes up, and then into this one. I'll just kind of just copy. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but I don't need every frame, so this can work. But otherwise, let's see. So now at this point, I want to change this shape into something different. So what I wanted to do is somehow spell out the entire Happy New Year's as a word. If that doesn't work, maybe I'll just do 2024. I don't know, what do you guys think? So let's just start writing that and see if that's going to be too much. Get something like that, maybe. That red's kind of hard to see. So it'll go up and be like, pew. Got an email, I just need to, because I'm in the middle of so many things right now. Let's make sure. Ah, jeez. Okay. Have to come back later. Okay. Oof. Or instead of that, I mean, I can do both. Wondering. In the Minimirrors, they wanted me to do a little teaser. And at the end, they were like, oh, it's going to be a 2024 thing. And then, like, Nightfall. Nightfall was going to, like, walk into a forest. And then she was going to be like, whoa, I'm walking into the word 2024. And it's like, that's weird. In the same shot, she, like, throws off her glasses. So it's like, what if in the glasses is the word 2024, and then that becomes like the big thing. And so I showed a preview, but the way that I wrote it was actually 2004. And I was like, and I didn't notice, you know, for the longest time until I was just about to export the animation, like on my second round, you know, like days later. I was like, cool, I'm done, right? I was like, okay, the animation's done, let me import this out and be like, okay, cool. Then I looked at it and I was like, oh, wait a minute. And for the longest time, I was like, this is right. This is next year. This is next year. So this is next year. So I had to quickly change it. That actually was a little bit of an issue to change a bunch of that text and stuff because it was been some other assets and stuff. So that was fun. Let's put that there. I think that works. I think that's a little better than that. Yeah. I think I could probably make that look all nice and sparkly too. Okay. So I just gotta do it. I got the firework, and as one element, what I want to do is use this as a mask and or Toon Boom's cutter and have a whole bunch of little, what do I call them, fireflies, but little shards or something that could just, you know, kind of cover it like that, and then have their own internal animation where they're like pew, and then like pew, and then like pew, 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 pew. So little sparks or something like that, make it all sparkly. But to do all that, I would need a new. Would I? Or I just do it the fun way where I just hand draw it. Yeah, okay. I was like, let's make an entire system, you know, that's be, you know, super, super complicated. Or I could just draw it. Yeah, let's draw it. Okay. So I'll need this to look, actually I need it to be small. Maybe it's kind of this, and maybe at an angle. So I kind of use my perspective tools. I can kind of pull out that. And then let's see what sublayer this is on. So I can put this onto a new color just so I can color code it. Colors won't mean anything. And then I can do a new drawing. It's now 2 2024s. I'll make it big and new one, and then make it slightly less as big. So, and then over time, all the little sparks will then kind of stop being sparks, and then that'll be it. I would do it on the survey. Did I refresh it? Nope, still only got 2. If you haven't done a survey yet, that is the link in this comment. Whoa. There is a link to a survey that's pinned at the top of the comment section. That's for me. That's that form.gl. That's to do with Azure. And so that link is it's to go a little survey. And so if you haven't seen that yet, please take that, spend some time, and answer some of these questions. Obviously, the more info I have, the better I can do 2024 streams better and know what you guys like, you know? So, yeah. So if you haven't done it yet, please spend some time and click that link to get to this Google form, and then I'll be happy because right now I only got 2, so but I would like to see, you know, just a couple more. Probably put it in some other places too if it's a little lackluster. So with that, let's do this. I'm gonna need this color, which is just a red, but I just tinted it. I can change it to be whatever I want. I just want it to be dark red so I can see it. So what I want to do is on a new layer or sublayer, go here, and so now I can see if I can see if any of these. I was going to see if there is one that wouldn't just automatically give me a. Well, definitely fix width would not work. Auto taper might be fun. Ooh. We like it to be. Hey, okay. Yeah, that's what I want. I want that shape, but I didn't want to like, you know, make every single one of those perfect. So that'll be good. So on top, might take some time to get used to it, but I can do this. So I just follow all of these. And then what's going to happen is if I turn this off, you should get a shape. It'll look relatively like I started coloring in the wrong color. Okay. What I could do is probably just make some more effects on this to make this look nice as well. Make it kind of glowy or something. I don't know if this will be faster than just, you know, going through and making a whole system of these, but I never found Toon Boom recently in the 2022 version. Added a new node for looping and never really got it to work as intended. So it's a little jank. Honestly. Looping normally works on drawings, and the way that it works is just like not the way that I expect it to. That's like, okay. Because there are some times when it's like, oh yeah, this will work as this should work best as a looping thing. And it's like more for those hand-drawn people or like frame-by-frame people who just want to draw something and then just have like a cycle on one thing. And it's like, oh, that's not what I do with my puppets. So it's like, I can't really, even with like blinks and stuff, it's like, it's not really useful for that either. That's still like, it's the blinks would have to be on a very like actual rhythm, and there's no way to, I don't know if I could stop it at some point and then have it return to a, because like the loop wants it to be from frame 10 to frame 15, and then it's going to do those 5 frames at a set constant rate over time to infinity. And so it's like, that's nice, but I usually put that on my puppets when, you know, it's an incidental character and I just need to set blinks to some sort of constant time, rather than it being like, this is how I'm going to actually animate through the entire shot, you know? As it's like a main character, I definitely don't want that to happen, where they're having a, oh, I think we're loading. Having a real character actually blink at a actual consistent rate is not good. Because then it becomes like animatronic, you know, kind of like blink, blink, blink. Yeah, it's like, oh. Because I usually use my blinks for send up when I want like a big motion or like a big change in emotion or a head turn or something like that, where it needs to be at a certain time, you know. It's time to be at a certain thing, or use it for emphasis on something, you know. Not like, oh, it's been Geez, it's been 3 seconds. Ooh, I better blink. Which is also, I guess, kind of fair too, but not like, ooh, it has been 3 seconds. I need to blink. That's different. Probably fill it in on the next one. Where is this? Or is this my next one? That is my next one. Ah, great. I have to go back to this one and just really fill it out. Oops. Ah. Or just make some little larger ones to fill in these, especially around the corners. But I want to put a big one around there to show that it has shape. These little shards. Some random one's real tiny. So yeah, if I glow it, then it might work. Or I can have like a little backer that's like just enough to maybe also help this stand out as well. Also make it a little bit brighter as well. Maybe some like maybe like a different, like even like yellow or something. Yellow or green. Look at that and be like, oh yeah, that's something. I just need to be able to see it. Let me turn onion skin on just so I can have a rough visual to see like where did I put the last ones. So I kind of put them hopefully around the same spots or something. At this point, I'm realizing that maybe adding the system might have been slightly easier, at least slightly less mind-numbing to draw 100 of these per frame, but it's almost relaxing. I do like how it kind of get a big line and then it goes to a nice taper. That's nice. Yeah, next year, hope to finish everything that I, wanted to this year. Definitely big thing is the movie. Get that done, hopefully. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake got rated by the ESRB. It'll be somehow E, and some of the description is fun because it's like, well, it's E, but there's some flirtatious stuff. It's like, ooh, Madame Flurry. It's like, ooh, that Mario, ooh. Come here, sugar. And it's like, oh, okay. And that's enough to be like, well, that's kind of weird. So that's so my plan is for next year is to do a live stream let's play of Thousand Year Door remake, just because that's been my main inspiration. Obviously that's why I'm doing the Thousand Year Door Color Splash let's play, to try and finish my Paper Mario playology to play all of those. So, but because it got rated, that means we knew it was going to be next year, but now it's kind of like, well, it might actually be sooner than we think. I'm still guessing for an earlier mid-summer release. So I'm thinking around May, which would be 6 months. So 5 months. Yeah, 5 months. So that seems very plausible. I'm thinking so. So I somehow need to beat an entire Color Splash in within hopefully the next 12 months. But now it might be only half of that. So we only finished like the easiest one, one chapter. So yeah. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna enlarge this and then make some little holes here and there. Yeah, I'm excited for that, and also kind of nervous because like I'm not really ready. Would also love to have one of the chapters done by then, my Paper Derpy series, to get that done on time as well. That'd be, or at least just chapter 7, which is the next one. To get that done would be very ideal, but I would say I need to work on that. It's just been hard. I guess when I'm the sole director on it, it's like I have to really take responsibilities on everything. Not trying to outsource it to anyone else. So it's been tricky. I mean, I always love it, but it's like always those little second guessings and imposter syndrome stuff that's like, ooh. But because I think I've spent a whole year off it unintentionally, I might come back and be like, oh, that was what my problem was? Okay. Yeah, I know how to do that. I accidentally learned how to do that in another project, Like I started to like 3D model some new sets for chapter 7, like a year or so more now ago. I was like, oh, I have to do these with high poly counts. And it's like, I want this to have geometry nodes and all that, and that's gonna be tricky. And it's like, oh, I've never done that. Oh, jeez. Now I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I've 3D modeled recently now with the Christmas one. So now it's like, oh, okay. Want something like that, or the Halloween one had a bunch of 3D stuff. So I was like, oh, okay. At least I'm not as scared. I'm not as scared anymore to do big 3D stuff now. At least the way to go about it, Let's see. Turn some of these onion skins off. I'm gonna pick the longest lines and then make that. And then close it there. That can work. I think by having this be bright and then this be another color that's dark at a low opacity. So it's like a little constellation kind of thing, like a visualization of that. That can work. That's cool. Okay, that's working. I'll say that's a little dark to see for editing. Okay. A constellation you can make out what it is by connecting dots, so I'm gonna do that. And this back layer here. And then I could do one more, but just the sparkles again, and then turn that off. And then wherever there was one, so it'll just last a little longer with these guys. And if it's too small, then it's might as well not. Okay. So now you get that, and the constellation thing goes away first, and then there's a little bit of sparkle that just happens a little bit afterward. So I'm going to change this back to obnoxious green color, maybe, or blue. Blue there, low opacity, dark. And I think I want to change this into that dark color, because that's now not the sparkle color. Because now this is a sparkle color, so I want to change this into this. Let's see. It doesn't want me to. There you go. So, see that there's a overlap there, so I can hopefully just make these into flatten. Sometimes that works. I'm going to just go in and push this down. Yeah. Or just say that's probably going to be fine. Huh. Or you can't really make it low opacity, so yeah, that'll be fine. Loading. Okay. Paint. 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 Boop. I could do between here and here. Could do another, or I could just go back. Yeah. That actually works. Okay. Cool. Well, we got that. Yeah. Cool. Gonna get some water, and then we'll see about getting the rest of this done. Okay. Oops, gotta loop it. Okay, so what needs to be done is obviously the houses in the back. I'll probably do that off stream because that's pretty boring. What I could do is probably make the timing a little longer, and then have them just kind of bubble, but not really like react too much to the one behind them. Obviously that's going in front of the building, so I need to push this actually into the back. So hopefully I can put you some, see that. And then I'm just gonna see camera top. How far away are my clouds? Ah, good. So we're here. This is all the characters and whatnots and the buildings and stuff. Here's the sky. So there's a pretty good distance between you, the moon, and then the sky back there. Good. So that means when I move the camera, or is it this? Yeah. You get some nice depth of field here. That's cool. Okay, that's what I want. Obviously, I get this other section that's now a little broken. But I do get this. Now, where are you? The shadows are here. I'm in background. I get background shot too. Just gotta recollect what I'm doing here. That's background shot 2. That's the fireworks shot 2. This is background shot 1. Here's just shadows for whatever reason. So what we need to do is steal this and just cut it out and put them in here. Just reorganizing it, and I don't think it'll break anything necessarily, but it just means that I can get to all my fireworks composition stuff, assets in one place now. So that's all I did. Okay, so I can move whatever reason, transparency, also has keyframes. Ugh. So I get this big flash that works. What if it should... So they react about 70. So this needs to happen around 65. And then I need them to expand until a lot longer later. So I got all this mess here. Still got a camera key there. So I've got a switch here. I have some time here. So if I want, and then I don't know how much later I want it. At least I can grab literally everything, and then I could just push it, hopefully. It's got to load every single asset possible that I have, and that's a lot. So, just gotta wait for this to load here. And then push this all the way down here. Let's just go further than we need to, just make sure. That's good. Okay, so what I want is for them to be like, wow, fireworks. Get blasted. And then they go, wow. And then around, actually around this, I can do the other fireworks. I will move this to around 90 now. So go, wow. And then, that's too early. Maybe we push it to 100. And then around 140. After the characters probably won't work at this moment. The background changes. It's background shot 2. I could push that later. Something else changes around here. Obviously all of these in this background. Where do clouds? Clouds have a keyframe. Okay. I mean, I'm trying to understand what's going on here too, so. Sand? Sand was not part of it for some reason. Shadows are moving. They have a keyframe there. Okay. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it's a little quick on the 24. I wonder if I needed more keyframes of it. Definitely more in this part. So it goes from 4, 6, 7, 8, 7. So 2 more here, and then swap this to 8. 2 more here, swap this to 7, and then 9, 10, 11. So now it's, yeah. And then maybe, I don't know if it's gonna even be seeable. I was gonna have like one more at the end here, where it's like one more frame of it being basically nothing. So I think that's not gonna. It should move down a little, maybe. So let's do that at least. So I can do beep, beep, beep. And then move these down. Nope. Yeah, there are still a lot here. Then all of these just disappeared. So let's do another keyframe. And extend it. So now we have 12. And let's do... I should only do like half of these, so some of these might not be. Yeah, it's hard to tell, but I don't know. Cool. Yeah, I think you can see a little bit of it, so that's good. Okay. Save. Okay. Whew. So that's good. And let's see if the characters react well. They stop there. So we can do, let's see what they do. I can do a display. This might be easier to do on display. And now I can go to pawn display, and now it gets sunny. That might be easier than trying to turn off each of them and then trying to turn the other one back on or something. So we'll see. Now I got sunny, so I can just focus on her. See what she does. So around there she stops. So you can see what buttons we got going on here. So really only it's always unfortunate when it's Sunny Star Scout. So that is this one. This would be a good time for like a blink or something. Blink. Eyes maybe move back down. And then just do a big another blink. And then get those eyes back up there. I can even, I could do it so that she gets back after the blink. She can revert back to this pose, which might be tricky. Just have to like consider literally everything about her. So that's her head. That's not animating. That's not animating. That's not animating. This is the only thing that's animating. Interesting. Okay. Makes that almost easy. So over here, get to the blink, and then squish her down. Squish it down smaller. And then during up here, I'm going to copy this pose, paste it here. Or not. Copy. What can I paste? Just duplicated it. Nope. Okay. I'll copy another incidental frame here. Huh. That's weird. I can figure what these positions are and manually do it. Yeah. Paste. Paste. So now, yep, she's in the same position. Blink, blink. Get the eyes instead to be paste. It's really weird how to. My paste isn't working. Let's see if my keyboard works. Oh yeah, it worked with the inner. So, okay. We'll just do this again. I'm sure I'll have to do this for 6 characters now. So that'll be fun. So what I'm doing is taking the values from the first keyframe, put it into the other. So I'll say this to this doesn't work. So I'll just need this and then an in between, which I cannot see. Expanding it a little higher. Okay. Oops. Yeah. It's never really, it never really usually looks that great, but at least it sort of works as best as it's probably gonna. It's trying to do from a weird pose into another weird pose, so it's gonna not really work that great. Do is bring this down, bring this up here, and then doesn't need to be exactly the next frame. And try and move this over or not. What? Getting some weird errors here. Fine, you're moving over. Bop, bop. I seem to be on the wrong. Yeah. Yeah, just don't look too hard at it. Neck and loop. Perfect. Okay. So. Boop. Hitch and Sparky. Should I do this for the rest of them? Let's see how we're doing. In a half hour. Okay. We'll try and speedrun this. Problem is that Sparky has his own animation He's kind of getting in my way as well. Turn off Sparky. Beep. Probably said they're all going to blink at the same time. If I do it this way. But yeah, that's going to be what I got to do. I don't have eyelid. Where's my eyelid? Here's my blink. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Beep, beep, beep. Now go back out. Blink. Can't I copy now? I don't understand. Ooh. Ugh. Okay. It seems to be the only way I can think of to do this. Especially if I can't copy paste for some reason. When eyes open, mouth closed. Okay, able to smooth this out. Okay, now eyeballs. Eyeballs should be the same as this, so can't I copy paste? No. Ah. So what should happen is I can just literally just paste this red keyframe over, and I don't have to do these values. Is there a button to turn off and on function keys? Like on PC? That's not a thing, is it? I know like num lock and some other buttons, where it's like if you hit it, then it'll deactivate some buttons or something. And that. Yeah, they're all gonna get moving at the same time. That's gonna be fun. Now we get this, then obviously at the end, they're just all gonna be like, the setting and hitch are not gonna be like boop boop. Hitch. Give me Sparky. So Sparky, I get all this fun stuff. And I think it really is gonna just be, I can turn off. Or let's take you and put it inside Sparky's head. Ugh. There you go. I think it's just gonna be this, or this, or this. There we are. Oh, I wish I can copy paste this. Huh. Still moving by the hitch's head movement, bubble up and down. Okay. So that goes down. What even? I think I added. No. A little more to the side. Yeah, that's fine. Obviously when it renders it'll look like this, but for me to have all my buttons and controls, I gotta be able to click on things. All this fun stuff. So, yeah, okay. I should go back. Back to Sparky. Gonna be this. Get flashed. Is he? Whoa. Okay. That should be. We could ever be sooner with all the rest. Can I paste now? Okay. Beep, 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 beep. A little higher. Okay. Can't grab this guy. Should I move these a little later, probably? Change mouth. When she open. When she open. She was already super happy to begin with. Okay. That is 10. That is 10. Okay. Actually, that works. Okay, we're in there. Let's move the guys, and we'll be good. Yeah, it's close. Okay. Zip. Okay. She has to closes her mouth again. It's that easy. Okay. So just flipping back and forth and seeing that her eyes move and her body moves. Really, no like that. Okay, cool. So let's do a and then up, and then see if you work. Ah. New keyframe 0. Okay. Okay. And just eyes. So we'll do a blink. Oops. Good to my hand in a good place on the keyboard here. So we should go down. Don't tell me that the eyes are in position 1. Okay. Beep, beep, beep. Beep. Oh. Huh. Yeah, sure. Getting more lazy as I go, but some of these are less involved. So, you do that. Okay. Summer bead light. Down, down. Then 0. Okay. So we'll get you back up to 0. And then make a new keyframe later. Make this here. See about what the angles are. Probably need to stand to move that down. Apparently it's now to the right. So we go. Oops, wrong way. I can't see when the other. Can't select the other eyelid, so that's why you have all these controls, so you can actually select some of these. Like there's no visible object for her, like her bottom cheek, but by able to have a little button here, I can access it, even though there's no visible thing for me to actually click on that would be the cheek. I'm like selecting invisible cheek here, but by having this little button here that's actually gonna not render based on some other crazy programming, means that it's all gonna work out pretty well for me to just quickly do stuff like that. Obviously by having everything be controllable, it's good and bad, because then you're able to control everything, but also you're able to your workspace just gets filled with too many things, and then sometimes you start selecting wrong controls. So that's not good. Okay, nearly there. We can run a last one here. Misty. Should I change her expression or any kind of emotion? Does she feel, in the newer episodes I have not seen, is she more confident, I guess? like Starlight Glimmer. She started out with being, you know, like especially like season 5, she was like, ooh, do I really fit in with everyone else? But then like by season 8 and 9, Starlight's like, yeah, okay, I'm the leader of the school. Okay, you know, whatever. Okay, well, we got a problem. Oh, okay. It's like, does Misty become more in that kind of vein where like she's more confident? Like, should I change her eyebrows, eyelashes, basically just remove them so she's basically just like much more happy? I just haven't watched the series enough to know whether or not I should do that as a case. But yeah, let me know. I'll put him back just in case, and then I'll make sure that the rest of the animation looks good. But yeah, let me know. Otherwise, I'm not gonna sift through another right now, especially I can't just sit down and be like, okay, let me analyze this, you know. You know, let me just stop what I'm doing to watch a whole couple seasons worth of Make Your Mark and Tell Your Tale, which figure out what's even going on. Once again, I've only watched up to a certain point, so I haven't watched. I know a lot of spoilers for the rest of it, but I just haven't sat down and actually just being like, okay, this is what I'm doing now, you know. I've just been too busy with my own stuff, ironically. Too busy with making my own pony stuff to sit down and watch Pony to know what I'm doing. I guess the question is, has anyone watched the full series, or at least more of the recent episodes? So you even know what I'm talking about. Do you guys even know who Misty is? Because I only have a very vague, like, understanding of her character arc in some sense. I haven't been fully immersed in her story to know what's going on with her. Looks like it goes over her eyelid. Is that the case for earlier? No. That's interesting then. Oh boy. I'm trying different buttons and combinations. Let's see if I can copy paste it in. That seems to not work. Unless it's no, it's not going at the end. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, I'll just have to just do it. Okay. Eyebrow. So what? This eyebrow to stay, but this one is up, just like that. Pop these down, and then go back up. Cool. Okay. So that means, let's see. Welcome, Wesley. I'm just asking whether guys have watched the G5 series to know if you've been caught up to know about Missy's story, to know whether or not I need to figure out whether or not I need to make her more confident with her, I guess, latest iteration. Make sure that she's, because I have not seen it, so I'm just wondering if you have seen it or anyone else in chat has seen more newer episodes, because I've only really seen like maybe 1 or 2 of Misty, just to make sure that I knew of her, but not enough to be like what's going on since then, if that makes sense. So But yeah, welcome. I just wanted to, I was just like right off of that. So I was like, I wanted to just see. Just curious. Slowly animating each of these characters. This is the last of the 7 or so. I gotta animate here. Also, I got a different mouth. That's interesting. It's now 19. Close, close, close. Of course. Okay. Not a problem, but it's like, okay. Okay. New keyframe. Is it a different? Nope, it's a both buttons. Both my east and north are off. Good. That one. Next one. And then so slight that at this distance you're not going to see it. Got Misty in the void now. Whoop. Okay. The only thing left is to obviously do the background there, but again, I could do that on my own time. I just wanted to get everything else squared away. It looks like I got the fireworks somewhere. Let's see. There it is. What I can do is I can quickly add a glow to this. Add a glow to the firework bips. No, because it's on one layer. Oh, I can separate it. I could do a. Where are we though? All of this is on. That's line. Line. Then it switches. So I need all of this to be on underlay. Not underwear, just underlay. Cut, paste. Might be done with my music. I am planning to spend some time to make or find, who knows, more music. So I'll have at least a different playlist. I know you're probably tired of this one because we've literally been listening to this music for the last literal year. So yeah. So I need underlay and then color. Line art. Line art goes on top. Okay, so now I've separated it. And so now, honestly a little stressed. I just got a lot of stuff I gotta do. A lot of stuff I don't, well, I guess I got like one thing that I gotta do, which isn't really a thing I gotta do either. So it's a little complicated. A lot of projects. Want to get this one done, this New Year's video done. Want to get commission done. Want to get a Midnight Mirrors done. Now I gotta get a new playlist music next time. I'm seeing whether or not I can speedrun Arctic Tail of all things. It's a Wii game about a bunch of polar bears and they do a little wacky Wii mini games. But it's actually realistic. So no one's put it on speedruns.com. So if I do a run, I'll be a world record you know, first placer, because no one else will do it. So I've had some little difficulties finishing the game. I had a lockup while playing it, where I played it on Wii U. It's a Wii game, where where the game would literally freeze on one section. It was repeatable. Going through a menu, trying to load a mini game, it would get stuck and wouldn't load the minigame, and so it would corrupt the Wii U so hard that no buttons on the Wii remote would work, no buttons, like no home button, no like escape out, not even the power button would work on the Wii U itself would work. So I had to like yank out the power cord for it to actually, like the entire like power source for it actually to turn off. So yeah, imagine that being something. It's very, very specific, where if I was doing, you'd be on the world map and then you get to these little rings and it'd be, you want to go to this level stage? It's like, okay, so if you're an adult polar bear going into this ring, and if you wanted to go for a silver, or at least play it again, because I think I did it on bronze, at least just play it once, so you can play it once and then it's fine. But then if you want to exit out to the world map, go back to the ring and say play again, then it would break and freeze in hard lock. So I did a new save, got all the way back there, and then just went through it and just played that from you finish bronze, and then it says like, do you want to play again for silver? And so I said okay from there, and so that worked. So there's little weird things I was like, huh. I've seen some other glitches that are just like regular, you know, like out of bounds stuff. So it'll be fun. I found a way to get to underneath the map, and then you can actually get to like, you can find the object that would transport you to warp you to the next world, but unfortunately that doesn't allow you to, that's not activated. Like the trigger for it is not activated, but the object model is underneath the ground. So that's fun. But yeah, unfortunately that doesn't quite work. But that'd be awesome as a speedrun, just like go through a couple menus and like clip underground and then find a way to get to the next world. So I think that's pretty much done with this. So let's move on to what I want to do. Now that I've kind of talked about it enough, but I can get a notepad so I can kind of figure out what my 2024 goals are. Should I use this in Word? I might be able to format it a little bit easier. Let me open that and go to OBS and bubble blur it so in case something happens. I don't know if it's be like, welcome first last name person who lives at this address in your like Word email stuff. There's no email. Let's just keep it safe. I'm a little nervous. Oh yeah, sometimes Word like opens up whenever I turn on my computer. I don't know if I have a virus or something, but it's like it's weird. Sometimes it happens at the work computer too, where like it doesn't every day, but it's like it's every other day. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's see that. Counter. It shows that. That can work. Okay. Yeah, see, it almost showed my mom's email, so Good thing I checked that. Okay. 2024 goals. Okay. Let's get it write it out, and then hopefully I'll remember to come back here and then see what I said. Woo. Let's get a little larger. Nope. 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 It's the opposite of large. Where'd it go? I made it so small that it deleted itself. Okay. I'm good. Whew. I'm doing good. So at least for 2023 right now is to wrap up the, well, especially the New Year's animation, the commission. Should I write that? That's not how you spell none of that. I think there's one M. There we go. There's two S's. Never would have thought of that. Then the Minimirrors thing. And then practice. No. Practice. Yeah. Arctic Tail. Okay. So 2024 now will be maybe speed run Arctic Tail. Then we'll get all those done. There might be a Minimirrors, at least I don't know for now. And then let's see. What we also want to do is get the Paper Mario Color Splash played through. Or yeah, let's play. Finish. And then we'll get the paper Derpy movie. Derpy is a real world word to me. Add to dictionary. Chapter 7 at least. Get done. And then there's such a spacer. Get to 7. Maybe 8. And then that'll be the finish of that. And then Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door. Let's play at some point. I'm guessing May or June. And then let's see. That's gonna think all the things I was thinking about. At least for me, I'll have to get a new music playlist for stream. And then let's see. Fortunately, we'll see if this is even possible to even. The fun part is I haven't even finished playing Arctic Tail yet, so I don't even have this even complete yet. I on Thursday or Friday, I think must be Thursday night, which would have been Friday morning. I stayed up to 3 a.m. Just want to say that I stayed up to 3 a.m. trying to beat one minigame in Arctic Tail. It was a you're an orca and you gotta go through a little maze, but you're racing another orca and you got these motion controls of like tilting the Wii remote up and down, left and right and everything to control this orca, and you gotta go through these bubble rings, and it was horrible. and it took me like 2 or 3 hours of just sitting there trying to get it done. Probably wasn't that actually that long. Probably like an hour. But just imagine like trying to do one minigame. That's super hard for like sitting there for an hour trying to get it done. So hopefully, I'm thinking that I found a guide. You know, one of those ASCII text guides. Like a GameSpot or something. I think it says that you don't have to beat that orca game, but that was the only minigame I haven't done yet. So I was like, well, I might as well see everything through of the game and then narrow it down to like what's the essentials and then reroute it and everything. So yeah. But yeah, definitely this is going to be my priority for the year. So try and get this done. Try to get the movie done, and then if that gets done, do the Paper Derpy movie director cut. Director? No. I mean, that's direct. Director. Cut. So director cut will be once the movie is complete. They're obviously in 2-minute, 3-minute videos. So what I want to do is compile it into one video, and I want to do everything that I've learned so far, you know, over the last 5, 7, 8 long years, and yeah, put that into one long video, and then have especially like the first 2 or 3 chapters completely redo with new effects and stuff. So make that into a nicer thing. Ooh, what I also want to do, it's just a pie in the sky, maybe, is to do a new, once the movie is done, this is kind of like future goals will be to do more video games. I want to do, I had like a lucid dream a couple nights ago where I had this idea for a whole story of an entire script. I pretty much just like sat there on my bed and was like, just like, ugh, what a story. Oh, and I just came up with an entire thing. So, visual novel game. Like another visual novel video game. Won't be point related. It's completely original to some sense. I'll show you what I got so far. John there. Welcome back. Some original. Like not point related. There could be a... Let's hate this. There you go. There could be another video game. I actually have a couple of video game ideas. I have a idea where it's kind of like... Sakura said don't compare it to things. This idea is you're a frog and you're like in a small world, like little, everything's, you know, micro photography kind of style, and you go around and it's like on a grid, and like a little puzzle game, where maybe you can rotate on certain 90-degree angles and then go on grid kind of puzzles where maybe things could be pushed, maybe it could be there could be enemies, you want to get flies or something, something fun like that or something. But definitely I wanted the vision of it. That's like a little micro photography of a little tiny frog going around. Idea of, I wanted some sort of rhythm game, which I know is going to be really, really hard. But one of my favorite genres is rhythm games. So some sort of rhythm game where you're some sort of character, and I want it to be 2.5D, where the environment is 3D, but your character is 2D, and you're going on a relatively flat path. But you could go into the distance or not, and there'd be like things that you hit or things that you do that'll be on the beat of the music. Who knows if I'm actually able to figure that out. But yeah, and some sort of maybe a Paper Derpy movie, the game. Something like that too, where because I got all of the assets pretty much in 3D already. All the backgrounds, I think just about 80% of the backgrounds are 3D sets now. So it'd be pretty easy to then make those into levels and then have a 2D paper Derpy just running around and then follow the plot of the movie. I had ideas. I even at work, you know, had a free time. I was like, wrote up a whole text doc where I was like, oh yeah, and then in this level it can look like this, and so I planned out a little bit of it. So I'll find that paper again, and yeah, figured that out. So let's see. Of course, there's always, you know, main goal will be the movie, but I'll probably do some holiday stuff. Holiday animations. But just, it'll be kind of like how this year, where it's just really only focus on holidays. I didn't really make any random, per se, videos where it's like, oh, this is just an idea that I have, and then here's an animation for it, you know? I definitely want to make sure that I work on the movie as most I can. And then if there's a holiday during that month or something, then it might just be something like I did today, which is like I just kind of took one of my old videos and then remixed it. So as long as you remix it in a way that it's not like Family Finger, you know, toy review stuff, where it's like, today it's now an elephant instead of a giraffe, huh? Or Content Farm people, where it's like, oh, it's literally the same thing 10 times, but one thing might have changed accidentally. So definitely want to change it to be enough different that's like it's still worth it to watch it on its own, but still using a skeleton or backbone of another video. So that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking for this year. All of these, and yeah, these are like after Paper Derpy movie director cut is complete, you know, then I'll do these. Because obviously I want to make sure that the movie's done before I just run off and be like, I'm going to do game dev for the next 3 years on one game. You know, so, yeah. But yeah, how's that looking? And if anyone you have not done the survey, let's see where you are. Oh, we got 4 now. Thank you. I guess we could end off on that, and then we'll go to toast time. So, or is that weird? Or if I showed the responses before you might have done it? I don't know if that'll skew you guys. I'll just look at it and be like, uh-huh. And then maybe later on, maybe, yeah, next week's stream, I'll look at the final results. So, posted it. I will post it on maybe some other places. Probably do X and Discord maybe. Let's see from there. But yeah, definitely I will still continue to work on the other thing. It's make sure that Patreon and is it Ko-Fi or is it like Ko-Fi or something? Make sure that those are both important. Make sure you guys are getting rewards and everything. I was gonna do a post where I was gonna say to the people who are free members, I was gonna put a post to say like, if you're a free member, why? I was trying to figure out like I was in a weird like heated state where it's like I was getting upset. That was like, why would you want to be a free member to Patreon? That's like just, you know, trying to, like, there's no analogy I guess I can't think of right now where you're just being a viewer at that point. Like, there's no point to you being a free member because everything that I'm doing every post I've done is locked out, and like 4 patrons paying 1 to 5 or whatever. Some people pay more. That's okay. But at the minimum, are paying $1 a month, and so it's like if you're free, you're literally not getting anything. Like it's not a two-way street, or not, like symbiotic or whatever words, or mutually benefit. It's not mutually benefit if you're a free member, basically. Because you don't get literally anything, and then you're not supporting me, you're not getting anything. So what's the point? I'm trying to figure out a way. Like, I wanted to write it. I was like, I kept going back again. I was like, is this rude? Like, should I actually yell to you guys and say that obviously you have your reasons for signing up and then saying free, but then not paying for whatever reason. But obviously, it's still not supporting me in a way that actually would benefit me, though. So it's like, what? So it's like, it's the same as if you're not being a free member. That's what I mean. Like, what are you getting out of this? You're getting nothing. You're nothing getting out of this. So it was weird. So yeah, I have a Patreon. If you'd like to support me at a minimum of $1 a month tier, then that's possible. So I guess you can also do free, but know that you're literally not getting anything out of it. Because every single post is locked out to be, you have to be a patron to get any of the rewards are set up so that you have to be a paying member. Especially on the Discord stuff, you want to have a little different colored name tag on Discord. You can have paid in. So that's what I mean. Like, wait, what? Jeez. We have been going for nearly 2 hours. Yes. Also, hi. Welcome. Yeah, I just wrapped up doing some animation work, and now I'm writing what I'm gonna do for the next 12 months or so. This is all just content stuff. Obviously, I want to do more. Be a better person as well. Probably above speedrun Arctic-tail Wii. Priority-wise would be a better me in all ways that are personal to me. So I'm not gonna list those. But yeah. And me, you can check out the pinned comment at the top there. At the top of the comment, there's a comment that I made. It just says like form.gl. That's you can check that out, and that goes to a survey for how I did this year. So yeah, hope everyone else checks that out as well. And yeah, hopefully we'll have a good next year. I guess these are also 2023 goals. So yeah, this will be done hopefully 12/31/23. I'd like to also get this done same day. Hopefully this will also be done by 23. Project RTL. I guess I'll do this until, I don't know. Oh yeah, I was also gonna question whether you wanted me to. Well, I guess it'll depend on when I actually finish. Yeah, I'll probably have to work on. I'll probably do this on my own time, off stream, and then get this done as well. These are deadlines, basically. A little later. That could be for later. Oh, look at that. Nope, that's gone. Okay. Yeah, here's the 24. Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean? Oh, dot. No, I don't want it dot. Yeah, whether or not, well, yeah, it'll depend on whether or not I actually can complete, whether or not it's actually possible on the Wii disc that I have, whether or not it's possible that I can actually complete Arctic Tail. Because I explained that there was one or two instances in the game where probably my disc is busted in a certain way that prevents me from doing a certain action. So that actually completely hardlocked my Wii U, that I can only take out the power before it can actually reset. That was the only way to reset it. So if that happens, for the final boss or something, then that'll just kill this whole thing off, and I'll have to do something else. So yeah. But yeah, otherwise I guess for next week, that'll be when would that be? 1/6? 24? Ugh, that's weird. 4s are weird. I hate writing 4s. We'll start from there. And then go to finish. And then we'll finish this. Hopefully finish before 2025. Same thing with this too. Well, director cut will depend on when I finish the sections, the chapters, and then the director cut will be when however long it takes me to do that. So it'll be done when it's done. Of that. That's going to be dependent. The That's a New Door Let's Play is going to be dependent on when it actually comes out. Hope is that I can get the color splash done before. That looks weird. Let's play. Start again. There you go. Go to finish. Here we go. And then that's after chapter 8. Obviously when it comes out, and then holiday animations when those are relevant for each month. But yeah, those might be sparse, or at least less. I don't want to make them less good or less quality, but it'll just be a little bit on my list, on my to-do list, to really get that done, kind of thing. Because I really want to. I started the movie, I planned it, I scripted it like in late 2017 or so. So what is that? If we finish, hopefully in 2024 minus 2017, might take around 7 years to get this done. But of course I had that leap year where I didn't work on it basically at all. So if it takes about 5 years or so, or if I take one out and then times where I didn't really work on it for another whole year, then yeah, that's not bad, right? Ugh. And then the future goals. Yeah. No, ignore. After the Paper Derpy movie director's cut, we'll do some video games. I've looked into Godot for the visual novel game and some of these other ones. I think Godot's pretty okay. I haven't made any games with it yet, but we'll see. I think Renpai was just perfect for what it's made for. But if I want to do anything crazy with it, then it's like it starts to break down, or it gets really, really complicated to undo some of the template stuff. And it's probably better if I just work with a actually more open-ended, can do anything game engine, and then create a visual novel engine within it, if that makes sense. And it's might as well just make it like one of my softwares I can learn how to do. So I want to be a jack of all trades, master of none kind of deal, where like I can open up any of my softwares. I have like a whole row down here of stuff I got. I wonder if I can just quickly show that what I got. I have a whole bunch of way too many things at the bottom here that I know how to do. So Animate, Premiere, After Effects, Audition, Photoshop, Character Animator, Harmony, Muse Score. That's just Spotify. I forgot what this one was. Oh, the VTube, the PNGber. What? The DaVinci Resolve, Blender, and then opening some of these. So, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I want to be able to do a whole bunch of stuff. Ooh, maybe we could do other multimedia animations. Maybe like stop motion or traditional frame by frame or something. You know, do some more stuff. Maybe make other. Yeah, I could just put it on there like a live action video. I don't know what it would be. I have no idea what it would be about. Maybe it's something. I had a childhood. Let's just stop there. I had a childhood idea when I watched the Spy Kids and Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I watched it behind the scenes. I'd watch that as like that was my Bible or something. Where I was like, man, it'd be so cool if I could make my own movie that's just like Shark Boy and Lava Girl. It'd be green screen to heck. And it would be so cool. I had an idea where I would wanted to do it with my school mate, classmate, where I wanted to do where he was my best friend and he liked basketball, and I was like, that's his whole personality. So he's b-ball kid, and I don't know what I would be. I never talked to him. I never actually went through any of it. So it was like just one of my slight regrets. I was like, oh no, I wanted to do it. I didn't even have any technology to be able to actually do any green screen stuff. I was like, oh well, they did it. It should be fine. I'll just open my 98 purple Big Macintosh thing, G5 or whatever, and I'll just be able to just make my own Lava Girl movie, right? Of course, nowadays I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah. So I got DaVinci Resolve, I got After Effects, Premiere, way too much stuff that I can do. So now it's just down to like whether or not I have a story, whether or not I got maybe some people that could help. I don't know. Yeah. Because there was an interview that I watched between like Scott DeWaz and Cinemassacre, video game nerd. They had a nice, pleasant conversation, and they talked about like whether or not, what's his name? What's the nerd's real name? It starts with Rick or something. Rolf. Oh no. And he was like, yeah, do you want to direct someone else's script? You know, whether or not James. I got it. Whether or not James wanted to do direct a movie that wasn't his own script. And I think James said, like, no, I wanted to be, it had to be my own idea, and then, like, you know, be a passion project to make a movie and stuff. And it's like, a lot of, like, that whole conversation, like, felt very true. And I was able to relate to a lot of it as well. I was like, wow. Yeah. Obviously, it's much easier to have that creative control if it's literally your idea, because then you're able to have the responsibility of creating it and then also executing it. If someone hands me a script, I'd be more pensive and be like, can I change this about it? Or like, ooh, that was a good idea, but wouldn't it be cooler if this? And it becomes more of a mess of trying to collaborate between two people's ideas, and it's like, I don't know. It's really more hesitant to be like, this is a good idea, but if I change this and this, then it becomes a completely different story. That means that this ripple effect happens here, you know, like a butterfly effect of like, well, if I change this one thing, then that changes everything, and it's like, no. And the whole point of the movie that's like someone else's script is like, well, I've ruined it. Ah, geez. So, Obviously, it's more fun, you know, to kind of do it on my own and be like, I did this, you know? It's like, I made this thing. It's pretty neat. Rather than be like, I did this section, I had this idea, ooh, but someone else did this, but I kind of brushed on top of it. You know, it's hard to explain. You know, it's harder to explain to someone. You know, like I remember showing a trailer for Midnight Mirrors to one of my coworkers, and I had to like sit down and be like, okay, so this is what I did. It was a big team effort, but it's like that's fun as well. I do like managing a team because then I become the boss and be like, okay, well you do this and you do that, but I don't want to be a boss where it's like you do this and I'm gonna do nothing. You know, it's like okay, well you can do shot 2 and I can do shot 1, and then if you get stuck on 2, then I can help with that. It becomes more of a group project rather than an assignment where we're just being like, I don't know where it's going with that. But yeah. So something with that, maybe, I don't know. Maybe just put it on there. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. This is pretty much our toaster time at this point, so I guess I could just swap over it anyway. And say some farewell greetings, and yeah, hopefully if you had a bad 23, hopefully 24 is right around the corner to make it the best year possible you can. Only you can have a good year unless something bad happens, that tragedy happens again. But that tragedy is always going to happen, but you can always make a good thing happen. Only you can have a good thing happen to you. Huh? You know what I mean. Anyway, do I want to move off? I don't know. Let's see. But yeah, for real. Thank you guys for a pretty incredible year. I wasn't able to complete everything that I wanted to this year. But I have plans to push everything else aside and really get everything that I wanted to this year done next year. So didn't quite do everything personally to my, you know, my body and self and mind and all that. Didn't quite get those goals really reached either. But yeah, hopefully you guys are able to do that for yourselves and make a little checklist like I did here. And yeah, because as soon as you write it down, then it becomes like, oh, now it's in writing. But don't be like, don't make this into a blood sacrifice where it's like, well, I wrote this down, that means I have to do it, you know. I wrote some stuff down that I probably won't do, you know, like the live action video or the future goals. It's like, will I do that? Maybe. Will I do it this year? Maybe not. Will I do it in 2 years? I don't know. So don't stress about it. But like, if you wrote it down, you know, don't freak out if you don't finish it. Yeah, it's been a year. Can't believe it's done. This is so weird. Ugh. Because not my main things were, you know, this year was my main excitements. This year was Mario movie and Tears of the Kingdom, and I got the Blu-ray for my birthday of the movie, and I'm still playing Tears of the Kingdom. Haven't finished it yet. I got 3 of the 4 Guardians of the 4 regional things, so I got pretty much all of the depths. Light where it's done. I have over 100 thingies, top lights. Yeah, it's just kind of going through and just picking out different side quests and doing core rocks and all the other million things you can do. So maybe I'll do that as a stream. I don't know. Sure, where I'm in. Yeah, I guess as you get older, years start to go faster, or you start getting into a grind where it's like, okay, you start taking things as, instead of like, as a kid, you're like, an hour is forever. Oh, when is this hour done? And now it's like, okay, can I get this done in an hour? Oh, geez, my assignment's due in the next hour. Oh, can I even get it done in that time? Oh, geez, I have no time to do that. You know, your sense of time, as you get accustomed to it, starts to go faster and faster. And so I guess as you get more and more older, like I'm 28 now, it's like, oh geez, you know, weeks are nothing to me now. And so it seems to do like 50 of those, and it's like, well, year's done, you know. And it's only like 50, and it's like, wow. Because I'm on a weekly schedule in my mind. My mind is broken down into weeks now with all my work stuff at doing trophy engravings. So I have to like work and plan things out, you know, Monday to Friday, and just do that over and over and over. That's like, okay, a week is basically nothing now to me. So I just do that 4 times, and it's like, that's a month. And now you need to do that 12 times, and now it's a year. You know, it's like, where did the year go? And it's like, ah. Ugh. So, exactly, yeah. Well, hopefully next year we'll, you know, spend some time with anyone you're close to. Anything, I guess. And really cherish it. You know, you don't have all the time in the world to be with everyone, so spend as much time as you can with them. And yeah, really take a breather. Because I did not take a breather this year. I was go, go, go the entire year. Every day has just been stressing me out. I've had like, you know, when you get like a little nervous, it's not like butterflies, but it's just like a feeling of just like an anti-gravity rock. It's not like down, it's just kind of like heavy breathing and just like I have a antimatter hole in my stomach that's just been eating at me the whole year, this whole time. I'm just like, you know, that little pituitary gland in the back of your brain is like, you should be doing this. Why aren't you doing this? You should be done with this by now. My internal monologue has just been that every day. So hopefully if I get one thing done, that little voice will be like, good job, you did it. You have like 10 other things, but we'll celebrate this one thing for now. Yay. Oh, yeah. Exactly. I don't know. I've always taken the I'll rest when I'm dead kind of mantra, where it's like, oh, you know, like Hamilton is like, oh, I'm just gonna write in like I'm running out of time, you know. Why writing like I'm running out of time, you know. It's like I want to spend the time to just get everything done. And it's like I have so many ideas. Like I'm too creative. That's like I gotta get this project done. And well, is this a cool idea? Oh, I should do that. Ooh, okay. You know, oh, forget this other project that I was also passionate about. Ooh, how about this? You know, so it'd be good to finish, you know, one thing and be like, cool, you did it. And then actually be able to rest would be the greatest thing for me. So hopefully that might happen, but definitely work on things bit by bit at a time and just, yeah, have fun with it. So hope you guys have a good New Year's. I know that's almost there. But yeah, I'm gonna quit this and then check my emails and then see where the survey stuff is going, and then we'll meet back again next year, next time, next week. And I guess we'll do Paper Mario Color Splash for next week. Then I'm guessing that I probably won't get a good enough route for Arctic Tail by then, so that might take a while. It's probably a priority to get the Color Splash done before Thousand Year Door anyway, so we'll see. Maybe I'll just get a world record, you know, over and over, get some low PBs on Arctic Tail, you know, and then I'll show a stream of it and be like, look at this. It'd be like if I just did like, if I just worked out for the next 3 months and then you didn't see me for those 3 months and then I come back and I'm just completely swole and be like, okay guys, all right. All right, how we doing? That'd be great. But let's see, yeah. We'll try and get most of the stuff done that I wrote down. But yeah, I'm not gonna worry myself about actually getting everything done, but we'll see. Especially the future goals, don't have to worry about that. But yeah, Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Hope everyone does have a good New Year. I got both arms up so I can kind of like high five you. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Boop, boop, boop. That's a boop. Boop. No. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Yep, we'll reconvene next year. So stay safe, everyone. Yeah. Till then, yeah. Have a good one. Thank you, everyone. All right. Bye, guys, everyone. Bye, bye. Boop boop doo. I gotta find my button. Where is it? How do I close the stream? Somewhere around here. There it is. Okay, found it. Thank you, everyone. All right. Bye, everyone.